Hey there, and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now, this reading is for Scorpio for the 7th of January 2019, and it's a general reading, so it may not suit everyone, but hopefully, there's a message in here just for you. Enjoy! Okay, let's have a look at these three cards now, and we have the Page of Cups, the Tower card, and the Five of Cups. Now, has there been a relationship or a love interest that you have become overwhelmed by, and your feelings for this person is beginning to get so strong, and you're becoming so serious about them that are you maybe having unrealistic expectations about what will happen between you? And this could make you very vulnerable, because if you go too fast, and dive into a situation that the other person may not be ready for, that it could lead to heartbreak for you. And it could be that is something that may happen because the Tower card is about a sudden change, about chaos, raining disaster on your life, and things being blown apart. And it's something that you are just managing to escape from and no more. And in moving on to the Five of Cups, you are really feeling the loss of this relationship. And you feel that you've lost a lot more than you've managed to hold on to. And, it's got such a feeling of sadness that your emotions are actually really quite low. But in looking at this, there is a new beginning in the future. A return to normal practical life. It could just take you time to get through this, chaotic emotion. To return to an even keel. Okay, let's put these cards over to the side. And we'll have a look at this reading. Now we have the Three of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Strength card. Now, have you been going out socialising? Meeting up with friends, family, people that maybe a different background, different experiences, different views of life, but you all seem to gel so well together, and all these different experiences bring a wealth of experiences to each other. But the opposite side of that is that there are also times that you don't want to go out, that you cut yourself off from people, that you're possibly not even looking after yourself and treating yourself well, eating properly and, keeping fit and keeping care of how you dress and your environment. And it could even be that, you're having to take this time at home because all of your finances have gone on living the good life with your friends. So there's a direct opposition in these two ways of life. But in looking at the Strength card, have you maybe realised this, and that you're trying to bring some sort of balance to it? You're trying to integrate these two ways of living into one so that you can monitor and control it a little bit better. And the thing is that because these are in such opposition, that this is a time that you need to be patient with yourself, because there is obviously something greater going on that's sending you into these extremes of behaviour. Okay, let's move on. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Lover's card in reverse. Now, are you holding yourself back because of this behaviour? Are you maybe waiting for the right time to go back into a general way of living? Or it could be that, you're waiting for the time that you come out of this slump so that you can go back out to enjoy yourself again, and you need to wait until this is over. And it could be that, because of this and the struggle to balance it out, that are you maybe struggling with your personal growth? Are you maybe feeling that there's a situation that is totally out of your control, that is putting so many different emotions through your body? Are you feeling jealous? Are you maybe feeling bitter? Vengeful? Is that maybe why you're flip-flopping in your emotions? Very unhappy. And moving on to the Lover's card here, is this why that all of this uneven behaviour and waiting and unhappiness and not being able to move on and grow as a person, is it because you've lost someone that you loved and you're trying to hide your hurt? And it could be that, both of these cards have jealousy running through them, of disharmony. And there is a separation, or, a fear of commitment now. Now let's move down to these three cards here, and we have the Chariot in reverse, Two of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Now, as much as you're trying to bring these two paths into harmony, you really are feeling out of control. And you're wanting to delay in making decisions. And you're feeling stuck. You don't feel that you've got a direction because of the hurt that you're feeling. And you know that, you need to make decisions about where you're going in life and, you know, what you want to do, but you're struggling, you're very conflicted within yourself. You're going between wanting to go out and not feeling good and not taking care of yourself and living a good life and not. So there's also the conflict between your heart and your head. And it could be that, you do talk to someone about it, about how you're feeling and the experiences that you're going through, and not being able to move on from this loss. And it could be that you get some advice about which directions or steps you should maybe be taking. And let's move on to the next three cards. We have the Empress card, the Two of Wands in reverse, and the Three of Wands. Now, through your discussions with this person, and it could be that you talk about, your feelings of not wanting to go out, not feeling good enough, struggling to balance, and your feelings of vengefulness and hurt. And, and through all of those discussions, this is really about you. It's about your happiness, the love in your life, the pleasure that you're getting from it, and the good times that you're having. And it's also about creating a new life. And it might take time, but this is a time that you need to nurture yourself, take care of yourself, go back to loving, because you're a very attractive, sensual and sexual person, and you deserve happiness, you deserve pleasure. And there have been setbacks, there has been confusion about why this person walked away. And it could be that you are struggling to see yourself back in this sexual moment, this loving moment, this moment where you nurture both yourself and others. And you just can't see how you're going to get back there, even though you're taking advice and, it's something that you're thinking about and looking for the right time to move forward in. But it's something that you're struggling with, that you're going backward and forward with. But the thing is that this is something that is innate within you. This is a natural view, a natural attitude for you. This abundant, pleasurable, nurturing person. And, it could be through discussions and, experiences that you've had that you begin to get your optimism back. You begin to work towards the time where you're more balanced. That you see that there's a time when, you could be happy. And this is the time to begin preparing for that. Because it's not going to happen overnight. Getting back to the state where, you are confident and, you're feeling sensual. You're feeling that you're willing to experience a lot of different things. This is the time to prepare for it because attraction is going to come and you need to be ready for when that happens. So this is the time to take advice and get ready. Okay. The cards that we had at the bottom of the deck were the Page of Cups, the Tower card, and the Five of Cups. Now, you have dove into a relationship that, possibly happened too fast. You became too serious too fast. And, it was too much for the other person, possibly even for yourself, because your feelings went into overdrive. And this is something that, hurt you very deeply because your world fell apart because your feelings were so strong that when it fell apart and, you maybe were not seeing this person anymore, that, you struggled with it. You had a great feeling of loss that this person was no longer in your life. And it could be that you needed time to mourn this change. But although you've lost a lot in your heart and you're going through some very deep emotions, there is a road back to normality here. And it may take some time because you feel as though you've got a huge weight on your shoulders. But life is there waiting for you. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. And hopefully there is at least one or two cards in here that, you find might reflect something that's going on in your life just now. And it may offer some advice. It may help you to look at things in a different light. But hopefully this has been in some way relevant for you. Now, I'm going to leave it there and I'll see you next week. Bye.